Welcome to Talk to the Experts. I'm Greg Morgan, and with me today is Daryl Arndt from Campbell and Haliburton Insurance. Today, it's all about keeping your home safe. Daryl, thank you so much for dropping by today.
My pleasure, Greg.
Tell me a bit about yourself. I hear you're kind of like the dad in the office. Why is that? What
Well,
do I need to know about Daryl?
Daryl's the old guy in the office, and I embrace that. I've been in insurance now for a little bit north of 20 years.
And it's that kind of knowledge that you bring to Campbell and Haliburton that gives everyone, when they walk through the door, an opportunity to say, it's like hanging out with my dad. You know all the answers. Is that right?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And certainly when it comes to insurance, I'm a Campbell and Haliburton customer, as a matter of fact. So I have to admit that when I'm looking for the right insurance, I want to know that I'm getting also the best price. And with that comes trust. And that's part of what you offer, right? Is just making people feel that we can trust you. And also the fact is that you're looking out for my best interest.
Absolutely, Greg. That's our goal. That's my goal to say, let us worry about it so that you don't have to.
Yeah. Well, let's worry a little about it. I'll talk to the experts here this
Absolutely.
morning in the regards that there might be someone listening right now that just thinks, I don't even know where to begin. So where does someone begin when it comes to protecting their home? What's the first kind of a bit of advice that you're sitting across from them and sharing?
There's a number of things. When we're thinking about protecting your home, we're thinking of what are the bad things that could happen. And, part of being the old insurance dad is I've seen enough bad things. I've been the author of my own bad myths fortune. 20 years ago, my wife and I bought our first house. It was great. We moved in. It was wonderful. And then winter came, and the next spring, the snow all melted nicely. And I don't think I mentioned our yard sloped down towards our house.
I can see where this is going already.
it's
You were
go-
in trouble.
I was in trouble. I was in big trouble. And we had patio stones just to make a nice, smooth runway.
Yeah.
One more big dump of snow. Every drop of water in the city found its way to my basement. And even worse, I had a sump pump that I hadn't checked.
Yeah.
And it seized. So where do we start? We start by saying, let's do a walk around the house. Let's make sure that grading is good. One of the things which has changed over the last few years is water is the new fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
Especially with our climate with so much rain and
Absolutely.
thunderstorms. Yeah.
60% roughly of claims now are either ice dam or sewer backups or some sort of water claim. Fire is still very, very major. So is water.
Yeah.
So it's taking a look to say, what do I have? Is my grading done properly? Do I have that backflow valve? Do I have a sump pump? And then have I checked them?
Yeah.
Are they working? Nothing is worse than having that false sense of security.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have a backflow valve, and most new homes have the backflow valve type, but some pumps, you definitely got to make sure that that thing is plugged in and it's operating before you leave on vacation, don't you?
Absolutely. And with vacation, it's a good thing to do a couple. This isn't insurance. This is dad talking. When you're on vacation, don't post on social media, hey, we're going to be gone and nobody's checking our house.
Everyone's guilty of that, it seems.
Oh, I think so.
Far too often.
But also have somebody check it. Now, if you're gone in winter, and Greg, our winters are long, if you're gone during what insurance companies call the normal heating season, that's winter.
Yeah.
Most of your insurance companies require that you do something, turning off water, draining pipes, or having somebody check your place daily.
Well, I'm glad you brought that point up because I often wonder that. Obviously, it's vacation season right now, and you mentioned do it in the winter. But so with my insurance policies, there's somewhere in there that says when you're gone for an extended period of time, someone should be checking the home for this to be a viable insurance policy?
Yes and no. In winter, yes, because the concern is, what if my pipes freeze?
Yeah.
Now, yesterday was about 33, and as I was out running, I felt every 33, every degree of that. The chance of my pipes freezing are very, very, very low.
Of course.
Could it happen? Sure, but no. So in summer, it's usually not a requirement, although check with your agent.
Yeah.
In your case, check with me, and the answer is no. But it's still a very good idea to make sure you've got somebody you know somebody you trust, keeping an eye on the place.
Okay, so we've talked a bit about how important the sump pump is, backflow valves, downspouts, the grade from your house, and check the. What about going up on top of the house, the eaves, the gutters, and the shingles? How
That
important is that to know?
that's a bit of a yes and no. Yes, you should have that checked, but maybe you're like me and you're not a big fan of ladders. Don't put life and limb at risk. If you're not comfortable climbing up on the roof, checking your eaves, checking your gutters, hire somebody.
Yeah.
Have somebody that's qualified, competent, and insured, but definitely have those things done. Getting rid of the leaves in the gutters, it's going to go a long way to making sure that the water runs away.
Yeah, it's so important. You're listening to Talk to the Experts. I'm Greg Morgan, and with me today is Daryl Iron from Campbell and Haliburton Insurance. And inside the home, safety, the measures need to be there, like smoke detectors, carbon monoxide, fire extinguishers. A lot of those are just within your, as far as the security of the home was outlined by the province, right, or the municipalities. So a lot of that should be in your home already. But
It
is
should.
that important to double check to make sure it's all there for your insurance policy?
Most insurance policies that I've seen don't require that you have smoke alarms. As you say, that's a provincial regulation. Most don't require that you have fire extinguishers. That said, it's so much cheaper to go and spend $30 on a fire extinguisher than to deal with a claim.
Yeah.
The one that will often save you money on your insurance is if you've got a monitored burglar alarm. I love Regina. Regina's been home for me since 2000. It's a great city. I can't say enough good about it. That said, there's also been times when either myself in my garage or friends, neighbors, clients have had their homes broken into.
Yeah.
So that sense of safety, that sense of security, of having that burglar alarm installed to make sure that hopefully nobody's coming in.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're not getting very much.
Well, I've been away on vacation, and when I returned, it looks like my entire neighborhood is on vacation. And that was my immediate thought is, boy, I bet you Regina City Police find a bit of an increase in burglaries because it gets pretty quiet. And so a home security system, you're telling me that also knocks off a little off the policy, the price.
It does. Now, it used to be we could tell you exactly how much it's going to save you. It's a little bit more complicated now. Having a savings is good, but that's the minor portion.
Yeah.
The bigger part, Greg, is saying my house is safe. But if that safety is going to save you a few dollars, all the better.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're going to have to take a break here in a moment. We only have a minute. You're listening to Talk to the Experts. I do want to encourage you to go to mych.ca. When one does that, what are they going to find? What kind of services are offered online, Daryl?
You can do almost anything online. You'll find out how to reach our wonderful team and no bias, just pure loyalty. My team, our team is the absolute best team in the city.
And a lot of the answers to some of the questions I've even asked you are right there.
Absolutely.
If you feel comfortable doing it.
We've got our blog there. There's a chat feature. You can reach out an email. You can even purchase insurance online. But that's probably a discussion for another day.
A discussion with you, Dad, the dad of
Absolutely.
Campbell and Haliburton. Okay, I got to take a break. It's Talk to the Experts with Daryl Arndt from Campbell and Haliburton Insurance. Coming up after the break, what you need to know if you're buying a new home, some of the do's and don'ts of insurance. I'm Greg Morgan.